Hey everyone, it's me, Tim, and today I'm going to talk about 5 tips for maintenance on a long motorcycle trip. Stick around. So like I said, I'm going to give you 5 tips for motorcycle maintenance while you're traveling around on a long motorcycle trip. This is super important for safety, economics, and just overall making sure that you're having a good trip and you don't end up stuck somewhere waiting for a tow truck. So the first tip that I have is to make sure your tires are properly inflated. This is going to help with the mileage that you get out of your tires. It's going to help with fuel economy, and it's also going to help keep you safe and keep the bike handling appropriately. So definitely always check your tire pressure every day or every couple of days when you're on a long motorcycle trip. Especially if you're doing 600, 800 miles in a day, you're going to wear out your tires super quick if it's a few pounds low. So check that frequently. Tip number 2 is to do all of your regular maintenance before you leave on a trip. Your oil change, check all your fluids, brake pads, all of that, just all the general maintenance you should be doing before you leave on your trip. This is going to hopefully help prevent any breakdowns or mechanical failures, and it's good to just take care of your bike so that it lasts a long time for you. Tip number 3 is to carry a basic toolkit. You're going to want tools that fit your bike, so you're going to have to do a little bit of research here and a little bit of trial and error to get this done right. I actually have a video talking about my toolkit. I'll leave a link to that right here. But it's very important to have the right tools for the job when you're out traveling on a motorcycle, because things do sometimes go wrong. Bolts come loose, things break. For me personally, I know that my shifter bolt comes loose a lot. Like on several different motorcycles, I've had that bolt come loose almost to the point of falling out. And so I luckily had an adjustable wrench. I was able to fix it, so it was not really a big deal. I wasn't stranded or anything like that waiting for a tow truck. Tip number 4 is to keep your chain lubricated. If you have a chain-driven motorcycle, it is super important to take care of that chain. Clean it, lubricate it, check the tension once in a while. Actually, speaking of tension, if you have a belt, you should be checking the tension on that and checking for any kind of wear or damage to the belt. If you have a drive shaft, then it's super easy. You just got to change the fluid every once in a while. But as far as chain maintenance, you want to make sure that you're keeping up on that. It's going to make sure that your chain lasts a lot longer, and it's going to keep you safe on the road. And tip number 5 is to clean your bike regularly. While you're out traveling on the road for weeks at a time, it's important to clean your bike once in a while and really go over it with a towel and, get your face up in the bike's business so that you can keep an eye on things, make sure nothing's loose. Keeping dirt and debris off of it is going to help prevent mechanical failures. Good to just take care of your bike anyway. I know it looks cool if we've been on a BDR and the bike's all covered in mud and it looks really cool and tough, but that can cause some issues mechanically and especially with your final drive. So it's important to keep your bike clean and keep an eye on things, and keeping it clean is a good way to get your hands all over it, get your eyes on it, and just see what's going on with your bike. So anyways, those are the 5 tips for motorcycle maintenance on a long trip. I hope you got something out of this video. If you did, make sure to give it a thumbs up, and thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Ride safe.